Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 3DXL podcast. My name is Ray. You can find me over on social media on Twitter and Twitch at RAY20123. I promise I'm coming back. With me, is always, the co-host of the 3XL podcast, Unavailable Try Again, aka D. Brother, how you doing?
I'm cool. What's good, man? Let's do this.
We have a really jam-packed Saturday on. I think this coming as far as May 5th, May 4th, with I think it's the Canelo fight, also UFC 301 and WWE Backlash. Um,
May the fourth
this,
be with you.
yeah, well, not sure if you're gonna be forced to watch this shit, but it's kind of like a nothing happening card for this Backlash, but it's in France. I mean, if you weren't, the crowd itself may like. You may be as far as confused or thinking it's actually a good pay-per-view card, especially the matches they're about to have on, but it's not that good on paper. Like, it's kind of a meh card, but the crowd may fool you into believing it's actually one of the best things that ever be happening. But I guess we'll start. But before we start, any thoughts on this card, man?
No.
So real quick, before we start, D is kind of shopping around with trying to pick up some weights, but it's not a very interesting card. WWE was really, really hot going into WrestleMania. They have cooled off considerably, and this card will definitely show. But we'll start with only 5 matches so far, but we'll start with the first one of the night. First one we have is the Kabuki Warrior going against the Black Girl Magic, as D likes to call them, with Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. This one, I mean, the Kabuki Warriors, all the champions, they're plus 600 dogs against Jade and
Yeah.
Jade and Bianca being a minus 1,500 favorites. I mean,
Yeah.
this is the one match likely to have as far as title exchange hands.
Likely.
Like probably, yeah. You know what? Bet the house on it. I. I mean, I think it's been a good run for the Kabuki Warriors. I mean, damage control has been whatever, but I think it's kind of time to I mean, they gotta do something with Jade Cargill. I guess this is kind of a way to kind of elevate her, and they're not doing much with Belair. I guess this is kind of a way to elevate both girls, but I don't understand
Whoa.
why they're like, as far as what you have something.
You said elevate both girls.
I mean,
Who's both?
well, elevate Jade mainly, but Bianca
Yeah,
hasn't
because
done
I'm about to say
shit.
Bianca. Well, Bianca doesn't need to be
She
elevated.
hasn't done shit
Bianca's
lately, though.
okay, but she's still one of the longest reigning women's champions in WWE history. I'm quite sure you don't need to elevate her any higher.
Well, I mean,
She is
goddamn.
still getting the pop from the crowd. They still love her. Yeah, Jade is the one who needs elevation in WWE.
Okay, well, the point I'm trying to get to, as far as like, it's likely Jade and Bianca are gonna win. I think what they'll probably
Oh
do
yeah, they're gonna
is
win.
make something out of this, where maybe Belair and Jade maybe feud to kind of break off this tag team championship like mashup they have going on right now. But I mean, me and you kind of talked about this like prior to us starting record, but they haven't done nothing with Jade. Jade was signed. This is something that Alex, what's his name, Alex Grapes or Alex Grapes?
Pawlowski.
Pulowski. He brought this up like they signed Jade back in September, and I completely forgot about that. And they haven't
Mm-hmm.
done shit with her. She had one or two matches. She had her debut at the Rumble and had one match in a 6-woman tag match, and she hasn't done much. And it feels like she's regressed.
Yeah,
And you agreed with me on that.
yeah, she doesn't look like she's not the Jade AEW from AEW. I'll say that much. I guess they're gonna try to build her back up, but it seems like she's taking a step back. And I mean, I guess it just is what it is.
I guess
They're gonna win though.
they're gonna
They're
win. Yeah.
definitely gonna win. There's no they might. They're going. Jade is not losing. Black Girl Magic is winning this match. And I disagree with you. I don't think that they've really done much with damage control at all besides that feud with Bailey. The tag team championships have not had any kind of interesting heat at all. At all. This will probably elevate the championships. Because when you have Asuka and Kairi Sane as the champions, they should have done a lot more. Both of those women can go. They're great in the ring. So I don't think that they've done enough with the tag team titles on damage control.
Mm,
What have they really done besides feud with Bailey?
nothing really.
Exactly.
And what's her name hasn't come back either.
They beat the hell out of Piper Niven and Chelsea Green a bunch of times. I mean, what else have they done?
It's whatever. Well, I mean, I don't have a lock of the night for any of the matches. If anything, I would pick this
Oh
one.
no, I was about to say this should be your lock
This
of the night.
should be the lock, but I mean,
Jade
it's
is not
whatever.
losing.
We'll see, but I think this it's fair. It's fair to say they're probably going to win, but bet the house on Black Girl Magic.
You're damn straight.
Anyway, all right. Well, not much to add to that one, so I guess we'll move on to the next one. This one, I guess, slightly more competitive. We have the Bloodline being at -1,000 with Solo and Tamatonga. I can't remember his
Yeah,
name.
Tamatonga. Yeah,
And going against as far as Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. The Bloodline being -1,000 favorites. Kevin and Randy being plus 500 dogs or plus 550 dogs. I haven't been following much of this feud. I mean, I did see as far as when Tamatonga debuted. I mean, he had an okay debut. This has been kind of like whatever for me. I haven't really cared or been able to watch lately. This is like the Bloodline has cooled off considerably by far as much, and I guess Solo's the one as far as carrying the
but
Bloodline
you
now.
knew that was gonna happen after Roman lost the championship. They had
Yeah,
started cooling down before he lost the championship.
prior to it, and of course, no
Yeah,
Roman. Roman is off. Rock is going to be
yeah.
back probably about next year's WrestleMania. Who knows? And my pick is right now currently as far as the Bloodline is likely to win. I think probably because they may include Jacob Fatu into the mix. I don't know what's going to happen and what's going to as far as go on, but Jimmy was recently kicked out. I assume Jacob Fatu will probably take the third wheel as far as being part of this group. I don't know where they're going to go with this, but I assume Bloodline will win here and Kevin probably takes the pin, but who you got here?
I have Bloodline. I mean, if you want to do like a fantasy booking on a bunch of different feuds where we think they might go, we can do that. But I think that there's no doubt that the Bloodline is gonna win here. It's again, it's just like the Jay thing. You can't have Tamatonga come in, do the things that he's done, and then lose. Then what's the point? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's not
So
really a big star coming in. I mean, he's got kind of the look, but
I
he
mean, that
need,
depends on who you are and what you're looking at. He was a fairly decent star as Gorillas of Destiny over
yeah,
New
oh yeah,
Japan.
the God was
So I
like
mean,
was fine,
yeah, the
but
W and when they were in Bullet Club. So I mean, WWE fans might not really know them that much, but I think that WWE has gotten a broad enough audience nowadays that people know who Tamatonga is,
well,
and you
Tamatonga.
need to keep, but
Well,
you
the
need to keep
point,
the bloodline strong too.
I get that. You're right. Solo has to kind of like I guess they're trying to build him up to kind of feud against Roman in the future. That's obviously the route they're going, but. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is about Tom. Like they haven't really, he hasn't done anything like even when he was in New Japan since like he was with God and what's his name, his
What do you mean
father.
he won the title right before he left?
Yeah, no, I guess I wasn't following him. Like he have, I guess the most interesting thing that he did was when he was feuding with Kenny Omega, like years ago, and it was
I mean,
with
I guess it depends on how you look at it. I think that he's. I like Tamatonga. I like God. So I follow. I guess I followed him a little bit more, and I thought that even his
yeah.
singles run was pretty decent. But in here, I think that so far they've pushed him as kind of a beast. You know,
Oh
he's
yeah,
a
when he
kind
had
of a no nonsense
they
dude.
blooded up Kevin Owens, right? I think it's I
Yeah, so
remember
I'm
that.
saying they're not pushing him badly, and he's keeping the bloodline looking strong. It's kind of like when you look at him, who's stronger? Who have they pushed stronger, him or Jimmy? You know what I'm saying?
I
Like he
mean,
looks like Solo now. He looked like he basically took the spot of Solo. He's
I
like
can
the
see what you said.
enforcer.
Yeah. Okay. I can see what you said.
So I think that they've made him look strong, and I think they're going to continue to make them look strong because they're going against two really credible wrestlers,
Yeah.
and Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. So after they beat them, that does add a little bit of legitimacy to them taking over, especially because they just said losing has consequences. I don't think they're going to lose, at least not for a while anyway.
Yeah. I
Which
think.
is
Yeah.
funny because Solo lost a lot.
Oh yeah, he's like Owen something, right?
I don't know. I don't remember what his record is, but I know he's lost quite a few times to talk about losing has consequences.
Yeah, it was
But
funny too
that's a
because
story for
he had
another
his little
day.
Twitter rants too, where he said "fuck math" or something like
Yeah,
that.
like bro, you've lost. Your first loss came to Cody, so you've lost quite a few times.
Well, I mean, those are all house show losses, is what we're talking about. But yeah. Anyways,
One of those, the first loss of Cody was on, what was it, on SmackDown? It wasn't a house
I
show.
guess
Either on SmackDown or Raw. It was one of the two.
he lost to Seth,
Wasn't
right?
it? I believe he did.
Okay.
He's lost a few times.
All right. Well,
But I don't see them losing here.
so okay, so so now that brings the next question. Do you think this is where Jacob Fatu will be inserted?
I don't know.
Okay, guess we'll see. That's the only question I have, and I'm not sure. I'm not willing to bet the house on that, but we'll see where they go with this. But yeah, I have nothing else to add to this. If you want to add anything else,
No, I think I've said enough on this one.
okay, I think there's nothing else to say, to be honest. But all right, moving on to the next match. This one we have the triple threat match with the champion Bailey going against Naomi and Mariah Stratton or Tiffany May, or actually Tiffany Stratton. But right now, currently, Bailey is a minus 1,500 favorite against Stratton being a plus 600 favorite. Naomi being the plus 1,200 favorite. So Stratton actually is a higher betting odds favorite to win than over Naomi, which I guess.
Should.
But Stratton's impressive. She has this beautiful, as far as like somersault, like I guess like a
The prettiest moonsault ever.
yeah. I mean, she's quite the athlete. I'll give her that. It's too early for her to be inserted into the title picture, but this is way too early even considering that. Like as far as Bailey losing this title,
I don't think it's too early for her to be put into the title picture. I think it might be too early for her to win it.
well, yeah.
But she was NXT Women's Champion.
No, I get that, but I'm talking about Bailey in general. Like as far as I think it's way too early to take the belt off.
Oh yeah, no, Bailey's not losing. But
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
no
I'm just saying that Tiffany May, she definitely should be in the title picture. They don't have many people, and it's not gonna like a good performance and a loss isn't gonna hurt her, you know.
Oh yeah.
And then the third part of Black Girl Magic. I mean, I think she's just there to fill a spot.
I think
they're trying to do something with her.
Yeah.
Probably, but they're trying to do something with her because they brought her back. I personally think she should have just stayed in TNA.
That's Trinity.
Yeah, because she was a champion.
Yeah.
You know, she won the title and she held it for a good while, and she had pretty decent matches. But that's a good women's division. Here, the women's division it's a decent women's division. I still think that TNA probably edges out the rest of them.
Well, no. Let's bring them. So right now, I guess after what you just said, so would you say that the WWE Women's Division is the weakest of all, as far as wrestling companies?
I think that them and not TNA, AEW are kind of running neck and neck right now because it seems like Tony has made an effort to push his women's division. I'm still partial to TNA because I think that they've had some really good women's matches, some really good women's division, and I'm not just gonna. And they booked the women well, so I'm not gonna just poo-poo them. They just had what was it, Rebellion, I believe it was, when you had Stephanie Del Rey. I can't remember her name, but she went up against Jordan Grace, and the men actually jumped in and hit the women. It was actually pretty interesting. Jordan Grace wound up winning, but it was a very interesting match, and I still think that theirs is one of the better women's division. But AEW and WWE both have the women to, put on good matches.
Yeah. I
Steph
think.
DeLander.
Wait, what?
Her name is Steph DeLander.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. Steph
I guess. I mean, WWE losing Rhea Ripley was I think a big blow to them.
Yeah, for sure.
Which I think she was like probably a top female athlete in all of professional wrestling, but they really don't have anyone else to kind of elevate to put her. I mean, she had those some big shoes to fill, and I don't even think Becky Lynch can even fill those shoes because she's probably the best version right now as far as what they can have as far as the top echelon woman out there as far as female wrestler. That should have been Ronda Rousey, but everyone hates her. But that's for a different story.
Bianca's just as big as Rhea.
I mean, actually, no. I take it back. The person that can probably go to Rhea's level, if trained properly and can get improved, would be Jade Cargill.
I mean, but Bianca's already there.
Yeah, I guess, but
like you can't just discount Bianca because
I'm not. I think Bianca is better than Jade. That's just me, though.
I think that Bianca's probably better than Rhea when it comes to in-ring
really
work.
Wow.
Yeah, Bianca's she's very athletic and strong.
Oh, I'm not disputing that.
Like she's good on everything. Like her and Rhea are the top two women in WWE, hands down.
Unique wrestlers and personalities and how they're presented. Yes, I agree.
and they're one is black and one is Australian. I mean, you have diversity with them. You have great physicality. You have great strength. You have great athleticism. They're good on the mic. They're all around. They're wrestlers. Like when
And
you
they're
look at them, you don't
charismatic.
even say,
Yeah.
yeah, you don't say, oh, they're good wrestlers for women. No, they're just good wrestlers in general.
Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
not disagreeing there. Yeah.
like, it's gonna take. I think it's gonna take Jade a long time to get to either one of their levels.
Well, I get
The
you.
only other person that I look at on their level, well, Charlotte is on their level, but
Oh
she's
God.
perpetually booed. I think Oscar is just as good as either one of them in the ring.
Well, I guess not to get off track on this one, but I guess we might as well bring this up since we have this match going on. Who's the person that you would put your money on that is likely to dethrone Bailey?
Fuck if I know. I don't know what WWE is gonna do. I would think it'd be like Tiffany.
Who would you
Stratton.
like to see? Is Stratton?
I don't know. Probably be Bianca. I don't know. Who knows?
I mean, we
Let's
just
see.
had the draft, so I have no freaking clue who the hell's on what brand.
Oh, but I do pick Bailey for this match.
Yeah, well, I'll go with Bailey, so I guess we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it's bad that we have to fill it with women's wrestling talk.
But I mean,
It's
some
bad.
interesting topics. I mean, there's not much going on in WWE. We just finished a boring ass draft, probably the worst draft
Not
they've
much
had.
going on in this pay-per-view.
That's true. I guess we'll move on. All right, fourth match of the night. We have Jey Uso being the under plus 1,000 dog going against Damian Priest, the former Punishment Martinez, the minus 4,000 favorite. There's no way in hell that not one person in that fucking building when this match starts that thinks Jey Uso is winning this match.
Nah, he's getting yeeted right out of this match.
I mean, I guess I don't even know where they go with this. Like, didn't they wrestle just a while ago, recently?
I know it was a triple threat match.
Was it? I mean, still.
Yeah,
But,
it was Jay and two other people versus
okay.
JD Finn and
Oh, okay.
yeah, and Damien, and JD messed it up for Damien, and Finn ate the pin, which is crazy. Finn keeps eating the pins.
So, I mean, if for those who are listening and have not figured out, we're obviously siding with Damian Priest here, but there's just no way in hell Jay's going to beat him. I mean, the guy, not to take anything away from Jey Uso, the guy is super over. If you have not watched that SmackDown in France, the guy is like a freaking. He looks like probably one of the hottest baby faces out there, but it's somewhat like as far as like it's a mirage. Don't believe it. He'll likely cool off. I think this is probably gonna be as hot as he'll ever be. Jey Uso.
Who?
Jey Uso.
Jay's been hot for a while, bro.
Yeah.
You talk about
But
cooling off.
I think
he's gonna win that U.S. title.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about
this is
cooling
as
off.
high as he's gonna go as far as him being a contender.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna win the title.
No.
He's gonna win the U.S. championship.
He's gonna win a championship. It won't be this one.
It's gonna be the U.S. Yeah,
Sure. Wait, who's the U.S. champion again?
Jake Paul, Logan Paul, one of the Pauls.
Who's the other champion? Oh, it's
Sami Zayn.
God damn it! I lose track of these fucking titles. I don't even know who has more titles, AEW or WWE. Anyway, I'm going to Damian Priest. I have really nothing else to add.
AEW.
I don't. I mean, they got to merge those titles, but yeah, I don't care for this match. I don't see they should have.
I think it'll be a good match.
I think it will be a good match. Yeah, I just don't.
I don't care for the story because I know Jay's gonna lose, but I think it's gonna be a decent match.
This gives me vibes of Jay and Roman from SummerSlam. Like their build up was okay. Like Jay kind of like in a bit of a hot streak, but no one's gonna. Well, I guess that France crowd is probably gonna be like into it, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, nothing else to match on this.
Jey Uso is over, bro. I don't know
I get
what
that.
you're watching.
I'm not
but
okay.
He's not. I don't see him cooling off anytime. This stupid yeet shit is on fire.
But
Everybody
that's what
loves
got him
this.
over.
Okay, and he's still over. Everybody's still yeeting. Everybody's still rooting for him. If there's one thing that the Bloodline did, it was make Jey Uso a star. The Usos were already stars, especially in the tag team division, but Jay has really hit another level. So I get what you're saying. Where it looks like this might cool off, but I don't see it cooling off anytime soon. unless he turns heel, which they're probably not going to
Oh
do.
my god, that'd be.
So, the roof is going to come off if he beats Logan Paul. The roof is absolutely going to come off of whatever arena they're in when he beats Logan
Oh,
Paul.
that's right. Now I understand why you're bringing up Logan Paul, because they had a feud on Monday
Yeah,
night,
they
right?
mm-hmm.
Okay, and
When
they had
Logan Paul
that.
got drafted.
Yeah, and they had that thing with Patrick Mahomes, which was so stupid, but
Yeah,
or Mahomes, as fucking Dave Meltzer called him.
yeah, homeboy.
Oh my god. Anyway,
But yeah, so I think that he's gonna win the US title, and this is just he's gonna have a great match here.
yeah,
Logan Paul
sure.
is probably gonna cost him the title, and then he's going
No,
to fight Logan Paul.
I mean, not to take anything from Jay. Jay has got a lot of charisma. The guy is like very charismatic. He's got very likable person. He's a great in-ring entertainer. I think he's a good wrestler.
Oh, bro,
This
he's corny.
but still,
He's
he
corny.
has way more charisma than most of the wrestlers in the like the locker room, to be honest. So, not taking anything away from that. I think he's got a horrible haircut, but still, I mean, the guy he's oozing charisma. I hope he does. I hope WWE kind of strikes while the iron is hot, but. I'm seeing that now with him and Logan Paul. I can kind of see that feud continuing. So
Hell yeah,
we'll see where that goes. Anything else you want to add on this?
that he's gonna win that US championship.
Okay, moving on to the main event. Main event time. This one we have Cody Rhodes being the minus 4,000 favorite against absolutely jacked Hulk Styles at plus 1,000. Dog. I mean, I haven't been watching or paying much attention to this. I expect these two are just great workers. I expect a good match. I think AJ was kind of giving a little respect to Cody because he was a fan of Dusty, but I feel like this has like run it back like written all over it, where I think Cody will win and then AJ playing kind of like a goody two shoe type guy, and then he'll probably kick him in the balls and then run it back for the next like PLL. But I'm picking Cody here. This is way too early for Cody to. This is not the guy that's going to be Cody. The guy that's going to be Cody, I'll let you as far as say who it's going to be, but I have Cody Rhodes. Who you got?
Supposed to know who's gonna be Cody for the championship.
You don't know who's going to be Cody?
Braun Breaker?
No.
Gunther? I don't know.
Gunther.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
It's Gunther. It's got to be Gunther, right?
I don't fucking know.
It's got to be a heel.
Yeah, okay. But what heel?
Gunther.
And Braun Breaker can be a heel at any time. Okay, you say Gunther, but I don't know. It's going to be a long time before Cody drops that championship. So you acting like it's coming next month or the month after about SummerSlam or something.
No.
He's going to have it for a long time.
Until like next year's Mania.
And who knows at that point who they've built up to try to take that title off of him, or for all I know, it could be Drew. Probably not, but it could be. It could be a heel CM Punk. Who knows? I don't know who it's going to be. It'll be interesting, but I mean, I can't sit here and call it.
Now, Punk and Drew McIntyre are going to be fighting for the other title, for Seth Rollins' title.
I have no clue what's going to happen with what they're planning for the future, especially now that nothing has really shaped up, especially with Cody winning and them completing the story. So that could, I don't know what's going to happen. Hell, Gunther could fight for the world title. I don't know, so it could be anything, but I do think that Cody is going to beat all Jack Styles.
Oh, brother, you got me. Yeah. Dude, AJ Styles looks fantastic. I mean, phenomenal.
I was about to say, this is where he really needs that phenomenal, because he is jacked. He came back and he is absolutely killing it. I don't know what he did. I don't know what steroids he's on, but damn, AJ is jacked, boy.
He said his prayers and ate his vitamins and took his steroids, brother. But
apparently,
I don't know. Credit to AJ Styles. I think this is the right guy. This is the correct person to put against Cody for his first actual title defense. He's gonna make Cody look good. AJ doesn't need the title to be AJ does not need the title. AJ is already great. No. He's already established legend. I know he's one of your top 3 favorite wrestlers of all time.
Yes, he is.
But yeah, Cody kind of still needs the title. It's kind of sad because the chase is over, and him chasing the title for Roman, trying to get the Undisputed Championship, that run is over. and the only thing left to do now to pay off is really him against The Rock. But right now, like The Rock is under some really bad, like massive, like online like attacks as far as like his. Well, if for those who are not aware, like The Rock has been attacked online as far as like how like he's been trying to reestablish himself as a Hollywood star. He kind of took a bad hit after that Black Adam, that piece of shit movie, but he's been kind of I don't know if you read as far as what you heard heard about Hogan. I mean not Hogan, but the Rock. I mean, but he's kind of been politician a little bit as far as like he's saying that he wanted to be as far as the guy to be Roman. He even said that he wanted to be the champion and take it to Hollywood to be the people's champion. I thought it was absurd what I read, but I don't know if you read that article.
Nope.
Okay, well anyway, that's we'll talk about that another time. But yeah, you said you're taking Cody. You said right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think I found the weights.
Yeah, there's really nothing to watch or nothing as far as to. There really shouldn't be as far as much to take away from this pay per view. It's just something they put out in Europe. I mean, the only thing as far as like 2 things I'm expecting, or okay, no, 3 things I may happen as well. For sure, we know the Kabuki Warriors are likely going to lose this against Black Girl Magic, and also as far as I guess maybe Jake Fatu will show up there. I don't know if these fans in France will know who the hell he is. And the third one, there's a rumor of Trish Stratus possibly showing up. I don't know why, but you might see that with Sean Ross Sapp in your report later on. I guess you're going to send it to me later. But there's really nothing else. If anything, if you want me to, for those who want to watch something on Saturday, May 5th or May 4th, watch that Canelo Jaime Munguia fight. Watch UFC 301. That might be a little more interesting. Even that card is kind of like eh. But Backlash is kind of early if you're in the States. That starts as far as 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 my time. I'll watch it whenever I can, but I don't expect much to happen. Any final thoughts on this goddamn pay-per-view?
Nope.
Okay, I have nothing else to add. So, for Dee, my name is Ray. We'll try to be back, hopefully, for at least Double or Nothing to do a prediction show on that. I know we've been a little bit lacking on content, but we'll try to push some content, at least in prediction shows. But other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you again.
Peace.